Hello, real quick before we begin. This is a pilot. Braeden and I just testing the waters to see if we want to do this anymore. Just so you know, this was recorded I think half a year ago. So we're going to talk about some things that aren't relevant anymore. Sorry. Let us know what you think. Anyway, thanks. Bye.
Hey.
I nearly killed myself today at work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I really think this is a skill you have to build up.
Yeah.
It's my mind is blown whenever I listen to a podcast and episode 1, it just flows like silk. It's beautiful. Even if the two hosts or 3 or 1 or whoever, I don't fucking know, they've been bros for years. It doesn't.
It's still weird.
It's still weird that they can just maintain something that well.
And I mean, there's a certain level of you gotta not think about the idea that it's a podcast, but you also have to be aware.
Yeah,
that you're doing a podcast.
For me, it's because I've been in front of a microphone for long enough now that it's just sort of that's not really a big deal for me. It's more just the prospect of you have to be maintaining a proper conversation that flows for about an hour and a half and then cut it down to an hour. And that's just a lot. Oh, you know what? Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, we've been saving this for a year. You did a bit more digging on Rage Stew.
Rage Stew.
Since we mentioned him in the one podcast clip that's gone live so far.
Yes.
Where we mentioned that he was this guy who approached us and tried to business pitch us his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then wore a morph suit.
Yeah, wore a YouTube morph suit with the YouTube logo on it.
I love that his pitch was, yeah, I used to know him. And then he stopped talking to me. I don't know.
He got popular and he stopped talking to me.
Yeah. Anyway.
Immediately I was like, I don't know who H3 is, but I know you're lying to me.
No, I wouldn't. I would absolutely believe it if he was telling the truth, but maybe just enhancing it a little bit, as in maybe they exchanged words 2 times and then H3 got a little bit of success and was like, this guy, maybe I don't want to.
So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to look up Rage Stew. And let's just say when I searched him on YouTube, his channel wasn't the first thing that came up. In fact, there was a drama alert episode.
Oh no.
So Rage Stew turned to Twitch, but he was doing the IRL streams. So the ones where he would just walk around, and he went up on some mountains, hiking in some mountains.
Yeah.
And then turned the camera around, and was like, look guys, it's RiceGums' house.
Oh no.
And he was streaming just directly on his second story patio.
Oh my god.
Into the house, and just going yeah, it's RiceGums' place, and there's FaZe Banks there or whatever FaZe member was there. I don't know if he sent these guys a couple of thuggishly inclined individuals who weren't in the whole YouTube realm at all. They just knew RiceGum, I guess. I don't know. The way it was described seemed a little sketchy, but they didn't want to be on camera. Long story short, Rage Stew got jumped and and they took his camera and some of his other live streaming equipment. That was the first thing that came up when I searched him. It's oh, cool. Good to see he's doing well.
You know what's scary? We have the reach to where he might. We're not just 2 guys hanging out anymore. This could get around.
Yeah, when I search Rage Stew, it immediately says Rage Stew RiceGum.
That's nice. Glad to know he's doing well since he, elevator pitched his YouTube channel to us all those years back.
With the business card and everything.
Who fucking does that?
He does. A man who would also go into the mountains to film into a famous person's backyard.
That's true. Can you imagine me walking through South by Southwest with a business card that says Noodle on it and my YouTube channel? Just be like, hey, you might not know about me. Check this out.
PAX South is in January.
No. I still have to edit that vlog that we...
that you have to do.
I don't have the content for it. And it's just... this might be the first word of the odds I just have to not honor.
Wow.
No, I don't have time.
Wow.
Listen.
If you want to edit it. Hear that, guys? Hear that? Hear that? If you what are the odds, Julian, he might not go through.
This is the first time, and we have done a What Are the Odds probably over 100 times. I have followed through every single time. This is the one.
Well, it's because
it's because it's interfering with my work.
every time we what are the odds you, it's either eat this or buy this. This is like the only one where I got you with the make it. Like buy this little starter vlog kit that we found at this random store in the mall and make a vlog with it.
Maybe I could still do it at some, like if I just changed course, because what I was planning on doing is making a Patreon exclusive, like vlog sort of inside look at making a video. That didn't turn out too well because if you vlog making something, you end up vlogging instead of making something.
Yeah.
So I would just have to set aside a day to just do some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and I think you were fucking you were reveling in this as it happened. You know that neither of us lead any kind of interesting lives.
Yeah,
Which
100%.
makes vlogging extremely hard.
Yes.
Because like nothing happens.
Yeah.
We're not funny. We don't go anywhere. There's nothing interesting.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of fucking guys who sit around and play Call of Duty all day.
Yeah, we go to work and we sit at home. Every once in a while, we'll go to the store or go get something to eat, and that's like
Welcome
that's
to
all that
the
happens.
YouTuber life, everyone.
Let's go to PAX South.
Yeah, dude.
Tell people we're going to PAX South.
Oh God, can you? Oh God, only if you come.
It depends on when it is.
You have to take off work.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to take off work. What are the odds? No matter what, you have to make this work. Doesn't matter what your parents say, what your job says, you have to go.
Hold on. When is PAX South?
And how much does it cost? Also,
We go to PAX South. Tell people we're going to PAX South. Buy a Rubbermaid table.
no,
And set up.
no, we'll be removed by security.
No, I mean, then it'll be outside the venue.
It will be removed for loitering,
Okay, then a public place nearby.
so we can cause problems for a nearby Starbucks. So how about this?
Yeah.
Instead of PAX,
Uh-huh.
VidCon.
The when and where is VidCon?
VidCon is in California.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that's the place I want to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, the last time I was in California was for a funeral.
I've never been to What a good omen.
Yeah,
I've never been to California.
I was born in California.
Wow. Destined for greatness, huh? I would go to VidCon if there were other people who did YouTube who I'd want to meet who were going, but I don't know anybody, so I don't really have much of a reason to go.
You meet ice cream sandwich.
I don't think he goes to VidCon.
I don't think you'd want to meet me.
Walk up to Jaden and be like, "Hi, I work for you. Bye."
Just walk by and be like, "Yeah, I'll get that work to you in a couple days," and you just walk away. I'm almost done with those in betweens. But I'm busy, as you can
I
see.
love Jaden. Like, no, my God. I knew she was cool, but holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
I remember at one point, because I did the audio for her on this Pokemon video that's about to go up. I fucked it up real bad because there was a breakdown in communication wherever I didn't realize that I was doing way more work than what she asked for, basically. Not to get into specifics.
Yeah.
But I was fucking anxiety ridden with like having to fess up about this. It's like, hey, I just put like 3 times as much hours into this as I should have because I didn't understand what you asked for. And I show her, and she's just like, no, it's all right.
Cool.
I log the hours. Just don't do that anymore. I was like,
Okay, boss.
I was fucking sweating, dude. You know, Mr. Beast had this competition, like this YouTuber competition thing a little while ago. I don't keep up with it. All I know is that it happened. And Odd Ones Out and Jaden were like tied for 2nd and 3rd, I think, or something like that. I don't know. They were up there, and they both got this huge cash prize. The both of them just threw it at the new tree thing that's going on. What's it called?
Well, like Team Trees or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one. They both just threw all the prize money on it. And just Jaden just tossed it in, just like tree. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, So, you know,
Yeah, it's great.
it's like if you don't need it,
Right, exactly.
just be like, all right.
I mean, for me, that's like food for half a year. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in the current position,
right, but I mean,
You're like, oh.
she can afford to pay 13 animators. I think I mean, God bless that woman. You know, holy shit.
yeah. Good boss.
Yeah. That said, not close enough to just meet up at VidCon and be like, "Hey."
I think it'd be really funny if it was just a passing comment.
Yeah.
Like she has like a meet and greet going on. And you're just like, hey, can you sign this for me? Yeah, I'll get that. By the way, I'll get that project file back to you in a couple days.
Yeah. Yeah. In betweens _13.fla. I'll get it out to you by Friday.
Yeah.
See ya.
It's like, yeah, I'm a little busy.
Yeah, I came out here, so that's kind of eating up a bit of my time. But when I get back to the hotel,
And then she has to like process that. Like, wait,
yeah, it's like 5 minutes later, she's like, hold on, what? She has to like look up on the spreadsheet to see who's in charge of file 13. And it's be like, oh, that would be pretty funny. Not worth it for the trip though.
Yeah.
Okay. No. All right. What we should do is like if I ever do go, and like there are like a lot more like actual reasons to go. Like if there's actually like maybe I can do a meetup. I hate saying those words out loud, but
Right.
if there are other friends who end up going there, YouTuber or just friends who want to go to the thing, and it's an excuse to meet up, then I will definitely do that. I will try to do that. Hell, I might even get it on camera if she agrees to it. But yeah, no, that'd be great.
Who wants to go to California though?
I do. I want to see what all the fuss is about, and then inevitably be disappointed.
Yeah, I've been there. It's not that.
Yeah. People say the same thing about Austin though, and it's inevitably.
I don't like Austin
disappointing.
either.
I love Austin. I love that you hate Austin because it makes going to Austin so much more entertaining.
I get frustrated when I'm in Austin. And then as soon as I'm in a building somewhere, you know, like when we went to the escape room, as soon as we were in the escape room, we were doing all that, it was fine. And then like we stepped back outside and I went, just like looking up and like seeing the buildings towering over me. I'm just like,
I love the atmosphere of Austin. It's this beautiful. Okay, parts of it are a little bit too city-like, but my favorite parts are like the outskirts area where it's like shitty old roads and there's like trees fucking everywhere and like the furniture is borderline taking over the buildings that are there.
oh
And
yeah, because you like that.
yeah, I love that shit. That's my aesthetic.
Dystopia is my aesthetic.
Absolutely, dude. Austin is a dystopia.
Yeah, I mean, so what I don't like is how here in unnamed town, you go somewhere, you go to a store, you go to a restaurant somewhere, even if you go to like the shopping centers and you're walking around and you know you're out in public, you don't feel like you're gonna have a random encounter with someone. No one's gonna really approach you.
That's
here.
my favorite part, though.
That's what I don't like, is that any person I see in Austin might approach me and it might be something I have to deal with now.
No, that's so good.
Whatever it may be, whether it be a homeless person asking for cash or someone that's gonna
Listen,
rob me.
Braeden, my life is so goddamn boring. I need that excitement. Austin is unpredictable. It is chaos.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's stupid. You go in there and you have no idea what to expect. You could have been there 20 times. You're still going to come across something that's not normal.
Yeah, and I want that.
It's great. Every time we go there, we come away with a story without fail. Like the person who was homeless who walked by and they're like, hey, spare a coin. And we're all just like, hey, we don't have money. And she's like, I don't either.
Yeah, that was not fun.
It was fucking fantastic.
And
I don't know
then
what you're talking
that
about.
same day we came back, that same night we came back to like the place we parked at, and there was a drunk guy pissing right next to the car. They were like, "Hey, man," and then we all get in the car.
Yeah.
Like, right
Or like whenever we were just we park, we're about to go to that to the karaoke place. And there's this homeless guy. He looks like a homeless guy. I don't want to discriminate. This very ragged looking man on a scooter just drives by. These guys are fast as fuck.
Yes. Yeah, I mean that was fun because that wasn't an encounter. That was just like you just witnessed it.
Yeah, it was. It was a passing encounter.
It wasn't. There was no exchange. He just went by.
You know, the dreaded thug who cut us off, and that's like its own entire story we talked about before.
That was fun.
Yeah, they're all funny though. They're all great. We went to the karaoke place and this dude was out of his goddamn mind.
Listen, I probably would have enjoyed the karaoke place a lot more if the guy did not interact with us at all.
I did not enjoy it at all in the moment. But looking back on it, it's one of my favorite experiences. And that's how Austin usually is.
He sat in your chair when you went to the bathroom.
I was hiding behind the wall for like 10 minutes.
It was just hovering over your food, and no one wanted to say, hey, move. Like, nobody wanted to say.
We're all fucking spineless, apparently.
Yeah, but 'cause I don't want to confront a drunk man.
Yeah, because none of us have any experience with drunks. We don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Except for that one roommate. But that's different because we know him. And I don't think he's ever gotten that hammered.
Yeah.
As this man could hardly speak in full sentences. He was long gone.
You couldn't sing either.
Hey, that was fun. I like that part.
Yeah, just listening to them.
Yeah.
But then they kept trying to get us to sing with them. They're like, no. We're just going to enjoy it.
I don't even know the song. There's nothing cute.
Yeah. It was like, nah.
Why do we have to
you
sit
get
so
you.
close to the fucking karaoke thing?
Because this table was that close. It was a really small place.
Yeah, but we got the closest close table. It was awful.
I think the closest. The one
and
next
the
to us
table
was
and the
closest.
food was awful, and I think I got food poisoning from it.
Yeah, you got food poisoning. My food is fine.
It tasted like
It had
shit.
a very small menu. They had like 5 things.
Hey, if they're good.
I think it was mostly a bar.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised,
Yeah.
judging by what we experienced, especially.
John Taffer walks in.
We've been on a kick. You, me, and Ryan, we've been soaking up Kitchen Nightmares and Bar Rescue.
Dude, if we were in that karaoke bar and John Taffer walked in, and I like at the time I didn't know him.
Okay, we should explain who John Taffer is.
John Taffer. I don't actually know. He looks like a mob man.
He does. He looks like a Yakuza. He dresses like one too.
He looks like the only like surviving member of professional organized crime, not like gangs.
Yeah.
Like organized crime.
Well, I mean, it's still there, but you're there. No, they don't look like that anymore.
Yeah, not like the cartel. You know,
Right.
I mean like
not the 1980s mafia.
yeah. Like he's got the jacket.
He looks like the one American Yakuza.
He just needs just like a nice wide brimmed hat.
I'd like you to imagine, if you will, Kitchen Nightmares, right?
Yep.
The legend Gordon Ramsay, shitting on people constantly, because he's an expert and he knows his shit.
Yeah.
And he has a bit of a temper, you could say. John Taffer is very similar. It's very much it's a ripoff of Kitchen Nightmares, but
Yeah, 100%.
but the twist is that he's an expert of bars rather than cooking. I presume, I don't know much about him, but I
just
presume
how to run a business in general.
Yeah, he knows how to run a bar business, especially.
Yeah.
And he's very much like Gordon in that he gets angry, but
Way more angry.
yeah, no, Gordon just gets very heated and throws genius insults. John
he just screams at you.
he just screams at you every
and
time.
he'll throw things.
Yeah, oh my God, he'll fight you. It's absurd. And it's like, okay, I'm the first person to be like positive reinforcement is way better than negative. And that applies to Gordon too, but his shit works, I'll admit that. And maybe John's does too. I don't watch his stuff, but his methods aren't as tried and true. But goddamn,
It's
is it
fun to
entertaining.
watch.
Whenever there's a boss who's just pointing at one of his employees, just be like, if Fatty over here wouldn't do this, and John walks toward him, like it's like walking an 18-wheeler drive towards a smart car, and he says, "You disrespectful son of a bitch!" as he fucking shoves him.
When he gets more angry, his voice gets more and more like Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah. He even kind of has his face too.
You then hold it in your hands, look at it, and say to yourself, this isn't right, correct? And then you brought it out anyway.
Especially when he's like in the sun and he kind of gets squinty eyes.
His face goes bright red every time too. He goes
He's
fucking
so
gremlin.
fun to watch.
It's so funny.
But every time they do the recon, they're sitting in like a black sedan, and then he'll be like, "This has to stop. I'm going in," and he like puts all this energy into getting out of the car.
Oh my God.
And
dude.
when he walks into the business,
His nose is turned to the sky.
he's just looking up like he's
Okay.
yeah,
I
like
see.
I wish I could describe it better than mobster walking into the bar.
Oh, but that's so
that's
perfect.
the only way I can describe it. It's every time. Even that time when he didn't walk in the door and he came around the corner to the patio where that lady was, it was the same entrance.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
I love it. It looks like he's, gonna confront a man and like murder him in front of everybody.
He does. Every time. That's practically what he does.
He looks like, like a Batman crime boss. Like he's gonna walk in, kill the guy in front of everyone.
Walking into the
Yeah, he's gonna like beat this man to death in front of everybody and walk out, and he won't be guilty.
verbally. That's what happens.
Yeah.
he just beats men down with words,
And they're like,
then
he's such an
walks out.
influenced man, like no one, like an influential man that nobody tries to stop him.
It's just because he gets so angry. No one wants to go up against that.
Yeah, he always makes the bars go like totally quiet because it's just how loud he gets.
Yeah.
Just screaming at someone, and everyone's like, "Oh, Jesus, what's going on?"
Yeah, it's like he just causes a scene every time. He goes out of his way to embarrass the bar for whoever's running the bar as hard as he possibly can.
Yeah, he goes after the owners more than anybody.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because the owner should know better.
Yeah.
Absolute trash TV at its finest.
Yeah, it's so good. It's such a good thing to throw up on the TV with people around.
Yeah.
And just let autoplay do its thing.
Yeah.
And you just don't care.
Oh, we've done that for nights and nights in a row. It's so entertaining.
Yeah, it's the same as Kitchen Nightmares. You just let it go.
Oh, Kitchen Nightmares is amazing for that.
Yeah.
Gordon is. I don't know if he's human, honestly.
Yeah,
he
who
might
knows?
be. He might be something a little higher up than that.
Yeah, he might have just
you see
evolved one step further.
Did you see his his interview with Hot Ones?
No, but I know it exists.
You gotta, dude. It's so good. It ends with him instructing Sean Evans to boil an egg. And it's a mess. I remember at one point Sean just being like, Gordon just being like, "Oh my God, keep up! What are you doing?" And Sean is like, "I'm a little nervous, Gordon." He's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
I'm a little nervous, Gordon.
I mean, would you not be?
Dude, you could tell me to make toast in front of Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, he's gonna ask me what the numbers on the toaster means. I'm gonna be like, I don't know, chef.
Minutes.
Minutes,
and then he's
my
gonna
level of crisp. I don't
and
know.
then he's gonna damage my hearing.
Yeah.
But it's so satisfying to watch because the people who he gets mad at absolutely deserve it.
Absolutely.
They give him every reason.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can live with that much hatred, or maybe that's therapy. You know, like,
That's how he gets it out.
yeah, like maybe he's like the chillest guy, except when he's on camera. Well,
like when
he's running a show.
When you watch the ones where he just cooks, like his on the YouTube channel,
Right.
he'll do things where he's just cooking, and it's chill.
I mean, he's still a little sarcastic.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
looked
true.
up one thing where he was like, because I was trying to figure out how to cook salmon, and he was very helpful, but he was also extremely rude to me as he did it. Just like people get confused about salmon, it's not hard. It's like,
sorry, Gordon.
That's like as soon as he's done, it's just like, look, was that so complicated? And it's like, look, I'm sorry, Gordon. I don't cook.
Sorry, Gordon. I'm no chefist.
I'm no I'm not a culinist.
I didn't go to school. He did the burger for like the channel reaching 1 million or something.
Yeah.
He did something where he had one for Sean Evans on the Hot Ones like set, and he just like was hold on, and he like took the bun off and just like put hot sauce on it, and then it cut back to Gordon. He was like, I don't know who would put hot sauce on a burger. He was just so insulted.
Yeah. Well, look, if it's your craft,
That's true. Like if
like,
you
I made this
specially
the
put
way
this together,
it's supposed to be. Why are you changing it?
he's like, I like hot sauce, man.
It's a matter of respect at that point, honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Imagine going to a restaurant and paying like $80 for a burger.
Yeah.
Would you put ketchup on it?
I wouldn't touch it. Dude.
No. Eat it the way it was given to you.
Yeah. I'd like ask for instructions on how I should eat this, just so I don't like
Exactly.
mess it up. Like this thing was
crafted for me.
it was created so that I could consume it.
Right.
I better do it right.
It's not even like for my benefit. It's like otherwise I'm not doing the chef honor.
Yeah. It's like even though I'm paying him to do it.
Yeah, but like he made it for me, dude.
A lot of the stuff they make on like Hell's Kitchen,
Right.
I think like, I wouldn't order that.
Why
You know,
not?
well, it's because like it includes like foods that like I don't like.
Well, but if it's prepared by a gourmet chef, you got to keep an open mind.
Well, okay, that's the problem though. It's like, okay, I tried salmon. I didn't like salmon. What if it wasn't made right? What if I spend hundreds of dollars on a dish for this food because I thought maybe I just didn't have it right, and I still don't like it?
I see where you're coming from now. If you're gonna spend that much money, you want to make sure you enjoy it.
Yeah, that it's gonna.
Why leave
be
it up to
something
chance?
Yeah,
Unless you have fuck you money.
yeah. Well, in that case, I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
I'd be
all right.
there all the time.
Okay, what if Braeden? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Let's
like
say
where this is going.
Right. Let's say that, and I don't have the money. If I had the money, I would do this. I would like actually put you up to it. But for now, this will just have to remain a hypothetical. Let's say I took you to a gourmet restaurant. We went to Austin. We found the nicest thing. We reserved it. It's
We
like
have to wear like suits.
yeah. No, like we have to go and get fitted beforehand in order to be allowed in.
Oh, jeez.
To get groomed and all that shit. We go in there. You have to get the calamari dish.
If you were paying
I was
for
paying.
it,
I was paying, but you have to clean your plate.
if you were paying for it, I would at least try it. I can't guarantee I would clean the plate, but I would at least try it.
Okay.
If
I'm
you
proud.
were going
Proud
to
of you.
that length,
Yeah.
and paying that much,
Like I want
for
to
it,
test your theory, you know?
then I'd go for it. I feel like Red Lobster is like the fast food for fine dining
You know.
because it's not fast food, but it's it's definitely not there.
Well, I mean, what would we know?
I mean, it's a
Have
good
you?
point.
When's
That's
the
a good
last
point.
time you went fine dining?
The finest dining I've ever been is is Cheesecake Factory. Actually, okay. hold on.
Okay, I was about to. That does not count.
Well, I'm saying it's the closest, other than the one time I went with my parents to a Salvation Army, like, I don't know what it was called. It was some sort of like get together. There was a lot of like higher ups in the Salvation Army there. Yeah, so I was in cargo shorts and this stupid shirt, and everyone around me, nice clothes. And it's like, luncheon has always just been like, everyone shows up, maybe it's like everything's lined up on a really long table and you just grab
Right.
what you want and you sit down. and
Right,
eat.
that's what I think
It's
of.
like, no, I got sat down. They had like the different plates set up. The silverware was all in the like specific spots.
Oh, no.
And like the napkin was like folded all nice on the plate. There was the cup of water and then like the mug if you wanted coffee. And if like you would flip the mug over if you wanted the waiter to come by and give you coffee.
Oh my god.
I don't belong here. Why was I allowed in here?
Yeah.
I'm just like a dumb kid.
I mean, that's what you were. That's what you are. I mean,
Yeah.
you look like exactly what you were to all of those people, and probably yourself.
Yeah, I was blown away that no one thought anything.
It's
of
like
it.
it's like a different world, man. It's
It's
fascinating.
It seems so far from me. It's like,
Right.
well, I work at the theater. I come home. And,
Oh, good old blue collar man.
Yeah.
yeah. It's just like it's strange to even think about that universe existing, where people in suits go and have waiters serve them high class meals and
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? It's fascinating. Whenever you go and talk to anyone regular in a town like ours, or even Austin, just when you go around and meet most people, it's like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm a mechanic. Cool. So you like go fix cars and then you go home and you like talk to your wife and kids and then rinse, repeat. It's like
Maybe on the weekend you go to the bar with friends.
right. Like you can still envision that lifestyle. It's not too much farther away from yours to where you can like relate and understand it.
Yeah.
But then you think of like a different class.
Yeah. You go up.
Whenever you just make 10 times as much money, it's like, oh, hold on. No, you can't even talk to that man. You're not allowed.
That's exactly how it was when I started working for that hotel. My bosses were like these high class people that literally the staff was like serving like they were customers, but the place wasn't even open yet.
Meanwhile, over at Taco Bell, I remember preparing and like we were making the sweet tea at one point. It's literally you just dump like 4 packs of their sweet tea in the thing, and then I shit you not, the person I was working with looked at me dead in the eye and like, okay, so what you want to do is try to give the customer diabetes, and then they proceeded to take 2 entire bags of sugar and just dump them in the water. It was insane. It's just a different world,
Yeah, it was. It was something else. And they even gave us, because there was this whole orientation. They set up the ballroom and gave us like I went to a conference, and all they were doing is telling us about the company. And I just looked through the ballroom, and there's a ton of people, and I was like, this is weird. I work here.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of stuff like that too. Whenever I was in whenever I worked for like customer service over the phone places, they really care about their brand.
Yeah, it was like I was at a TED Talk.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like that. Like some executive for the company I'm going to be representing will walk up and be like, and just explain everything to me about why their brand is so good, and I should be proud to represent them. And I could not give less of a shit.
Exactly, dude. They were like trying to like share the information. Like Starwood has many brands, different type. Like there's different hotels.
We're not coworkers.
We're
family.
Ones. Yeah. Oh my, I hated that.
So
I was like,
bad.
do you know my name? Hello? No, you don't. Exactly. I don't blame you for not caring about me. Don't act like you do.
Don't pretend that. Yeah. Exactly. We all know what we're really here for.
Like,
Let's not pretend.
There's like 100 people in this room. And you are in charge of all of us. I don't blame you for not knowing who I am.
Fun fact, a human brain can only remember 150 people before it starts to merge and forget.
Nice. Good thing I don't have any friends.
Yeah, exactly, right? I don't get it. I mean, shit, dude. We have a friend who has a dad who feels like they're in that crowd. I feel like they could fire me. I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
And I'm my own boss. But if he told me you're fired, I'd feel like, I guess I got to go get a day job.
Yeah, like we were visiting him in the hospital.
Yeah.
As soon as we walk in, his dad's just sitting on like the chair in the corner, and he stands up and he's just like, "Hey guys," and it's like, "Hello, sir."
My fight or flight would have kicked in because he walked
like straighten my back a little, and I'm just like, "Hello, sir."
I was tempted to be like, I just walked out. I'm in the wrong room.
Is this man about to interview me? I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, exactly. I honestly was on edge the entire because I thought he was going to interview us about our friendship to that friend.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to screen us
while we were just talking about how we actually didn't know his last name.
Oh no, I forgot about that
because we were just like, yeah, we're here to see this guy. What's his last name? We don't know his last name. We had to like message him on Discord. We're like, dude, we can't find your room. We don't know his last name.
But we got some weird look from the hospital staff leading us up because we only knew his first name.
We only knew his first name when we had a PS4 in our hands.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We were being bros. We were trying to be cool.
To let him play Persona 5 because his lung collapsed.
Yeah. Because he's a frail little man.
Frail little man.
God, this guy. It was
mostly just in aura. Like the only physical things that ticked me off was the fact that he was just wearing like a button up that was tucked into like his nice pants.
All right,
and
imagine,
he had like the touch of gray.
Yeah, no, but it wasn't just that. It was a little bit more. It's hard to describe, but you could feel it.
Exactly.
Like, whenever you look at a guy who's doing a presentation at TEDx or something, or you're watching like the CEO of Google talk about their products on a stage, he looked like that.
Yeah.
He looked like the guy who would walk up on the stage and present to you. It's like he has risen above the need for fashion. He doesn't need that anymore. But you can tell that everything he's wearing costed $100 a piece, and he was groomed this morning.
Yes. Like if you go to like the store and look at the boxes for like the touch of gray thing,
right.
He looked like that.
Yeah. He looked like he could have modeled for a business advertisement to a different business, and he would have fit right in.
Exactly. Didn't help that he was pretty much that guy too.
Yeah. No, I mean, the more I learned about him, the more I realized that my fears were warranted.
Exactly. It was just the aura he emitted from being that guy.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, something gets...
Imagine that being your dad.
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah, and then just being a filthy weeb. Buying body pillows.
And also a furry.
He's kind of like an ex-furry now.
I got a lot of comments whenever I featured him in the video.
Yeah.
Just being like, once you're in, you never get out.
I mean,
you don't leave. Not ever really.
It'll drag you back one day.
Hell, he was wearing a goddamn Agretziko's shirt. If that isn't telling of his two favorite things on earth, then I don't know what is.
He gave off such an aura that I felt like I had to respect him.
That is true.
I didn't know him. Like, obviously, like you treat, people you first meet with, a certain level of respect, right? But like, this was just like, okay, I must disregard everything about myself purely to respect this man.
Right, but you know why you felt that way is because the only time you ever run into people who feel like that is whenever they do manage you. They're like 4 positions above you, and they could fire you if they wanted to. And it's just like you don't meet people like that in day-to-day life.
Yeah, you don't just come across them and actually like
they don't just go to HEB.
They don't shop at Walmart.
They have their servant do that.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it be strange to be that guy though and like notice everyone's reaction? Like it would feel
I don't think
gross.
he does. He's so tall, you probably just don't.
Yeah, you can't see you from up there.
He's looking up. He's looking at his goals. He's not looking at you.
Imagine just like walking through your place of work, the place you manage, and everyone like as soon as they see you, they're like, "Hi, sir." It's like that'd be gross.
I'm such a people watcher. So like imagine being a person that is so important but also has so much to do that you just don't notice everyone else. Because I'm always like taking account of everyone around me pretty much.
Why? Because you're in a constant state of fight or flight, or
I don't know. I'm a people watcher. I feel like I get it from my dad because we have those moments all the time where whether we're in the car or just like at a restaurant with family or something, and like something like stupid just kind of happens like over in the corner, and then we both look at each other because we both noticed. Like we were just watching.
Those moments are so good. That's like those are the defining. I think that like there aren't many more moments that you can bond with an individual rather than when something happens and you just give the other person a look and like no words to
you just understand.
You know.
Yeah.
You and I have done that quite a few times. I'm trying to remember the last one where that actually happened. It was a while ago, wasn't it? I remember the goddamn look you gave me, like vividly, because there was some guy we met who was just. It was surreal what was happening, but for some reason I can't remember the event. I just remember the moment.
Well, yeah, when you know someone, you can really translate a lot of information in a look.
Yeah. I remember one time wherever you just cracked a joke at me, and instead of laughing, I just had this really sad, distant stare, and that was enough to get you.
Well, that's just because I can tell how the joke affected you, and that was the plan, probably.
Yeah, I think you were just like there was like some sort of big brain moment where you discovered something. I'm just like.
It'll be like the smallest stupid stuff. Like I've mentioned this before, but like just being in the front seat while my dad's driving.
Yeah.
Like some wind kicks up a can like on the side of the road, and it starts like rolling just down the side of the road, bumps and turns towards the car, and then my dad swerves out of the way. And like we realized we were both watching the same thing, and then he just goes, "That was close."
Your dad is great.
It was such a good bonding moment with my dad.
The little moment where you overheard him where he was getting groceries out of a...
Yeah, making like we just got home and he's already got something in the microwave. She's like, "What are you making now?" And he's... History. All right, Dad.
All right.
And my mom took it as an answer. She was like, okay. He will go for the stupid, like, low brain joke. Like, just because it's there.
The kind of thing that you and I would avoid. Like,
yeah.
Our standards are very low.
But he'll go for it.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
I think there's only one instances wherever our group of friends have ever stooped that low consistently, which was just the combining 2 words thing.
Yeah.
And just, like the gunboat, the goat, if you will.
Maybe the bun.
The bun. I like. I saw this tweet from Ninja Brian forever ago, and it really struck a chord in that regard. Where he's just like, jokes always go through these phases. It'll first surface and it'll be pretty funny, right? And then, after like 10 times, it's like, it's all right. Okay. Give it another 10. It's not funny. It's really not funny. Give it another like 5 or 10. It actually makes you angry whenever you do it.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's fucking hilarious. And it just goes through that cycle. But I mean, I think you could just apply that to meme culture in general, really.
Yeah.
Friend memes or memes in general. Otherwise, why the hell would Doge be on its 3rd resurgence right now?
Right.
The best memes are the ones where it lets you be creative, where you can like twist it in your own special way so that people don't see it coming, or like the punchline is a little different. Because when it's just literally the same thing over and over again, it's just really...
Where it's just like a formula, you just plug in your variables.
Right. Where it's just, like glowing eyes man. It's You've got to really be creative to make that one funny. Because a lot of the time it's just someone sees something, eyes glow, funny, ha ha ha, funny. Whereas I don't know, like what's a really flexible meme? Like, you know, one that was destined to fail really soon is somebody touch on my spaghetti.
Yeah, that one was
Because there's nothing to
quick
it.
to the grave.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny twice, and that was it.
They're really funny the first time.
Yeah. Was there anything else, or do you think we can call it here?
There's nothing I can think of.
Let us know in the comments if this was good. Maybe we'll do it again. Whether or not we continue is completely based on how people react. So if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Okay, bye. That's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.